How is everybody doing this evening? Welcome to Desert Adventures in Arizona. I'm glad you're here. Please forgive me if I say good morning because sometimes I'll do that this evening because most of the time I'm doing lives on Monday morning. I'll try to remember it's good evening, not good morning. That photo behind me is the sunset this evening. Took it about a half hour ago. It's a little bit dark, but I think I captured the essence of the colors over the Silver Bell Mountains. It was just a beautiful, beautiful sunset. One of the many that we see out here inside the monument. So let's see who we have this evening. Jolly Matilda is here, a channel member and a moderator. Tracy, good to have you. Grandma Kelly is here. Thank you, Grandma Kelly. And we're going to do mail call here in a few minutes. I have a couple of packages to open, and one of them is from Grandma Kelly. She does live streams quite often, and she does drawings during every live stream, and she gives away things that she has there, and it is an expense. I mean, she paid $5.35 to send this to me, so it's great that she does that. And she's a great supporter of many channels out there. And I'm glad to have her as a member and a subscriber. So thank you again. We have Traveling Tramps here. They're here in southern Arizona for a couple of months, enjoying our beautiful weather here. We have Michigan Carol here. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. See, I said it. Good morning. Good morning. That's habit. Good evening. Good evening. I guess I have to untrain myself. Let's see who else we have. TGIF is here. Bree, have you planned? But I got to edit my video tomorrow. Boy, Bree is into her channel now. It's great. She's doing some great stuff. She really enjoys showing us the beautiful waterfalls that she has around her area, and we really like to see that. Mellow Nomadic Adventures is here. Marshall, good to see you, Marshall. Thank you very much for coming in. Now, we have a meetup coming up that Marshall is co-sponsoring, and along with Fit for Expedition and myself, and that's out here in the monument, February 2nd through the 6th. If you're interested in finding more information, you can go to the Facebook group, 2023 Arizona Ironwood Meetup, for more information. We had a great time last year. I think we're going to have a lot more folks arrive this year, and we're going to explore the Ironwood Forest National Monument and have a great time. So hopefully folks that are in the area can make it. RG Arizona Homestead is here. Hello, neighbor. Thank you for joining us. See who else we have. Everybody's saying hello. Diane Phoenix is here. Hello, Diane, one of the best moderators in the business, in my opinion. Sue from Lucky Dog Productions moderator is here. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Tommy is here. Good evening, Tommy. Thank you for coming in. And look at this. We have Paula from Van Vita Travels. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you so much, Paula. Appreciate you being here. I watched one of Paula's videos today when she was in Sedona, and she spent some time down here last winter, and she shared a beautiful video of Sedona. So if you haven't seen that, go check out Van Vita Travels. You'll like it. We have Kenny and Debbie here, the adventures of Kenny and Debbie. Hello from Las Vegas. Hope you guys are winning. If you're in Vegas, you should be winning. Everybody's saying hello. Scrolling. See if I missed anyone. Lillian's here. Hi, Lillian. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it. So yesterday, those that were in the live stream, in my live stream, I had to cut it short pretty quickly, about 35 minutes. We live out in rural Arizona, and as part of our life out here, we have a water well on our property that we share with one of our neighbors. Now, putting a water well in is very expensive, and so if you can share the cost, the initial cost with your neighbor, it works out obviously to be half the price. And so we had an issue yesterday. We have Hike with Mike here, another great channel. Hello, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Anyway, I got a text from my neighbor, Karen, who is a great lady, lives by herself. I help her out quite often. There's Happy Place Camping. Hello, hello. I help her out quite often when she needs a hand around her place. She's an older woman, single, and has about 12 acres or so across the road from us. Anyway, she texted, I'm out of water. I have no water in my house. So I'm 35 minutes into the live stream and I'm thinking, okay, she's out of water. Something serious is wrong. So I couldn't concentrate anymore. I had to go help her. And so in the meantime, my wife Oki is calling and talking to her and helping her until I could get over there. So thanks to everyone for understanding that I had to shut it down a little early yesterday. Well, look at here. We have Exploring Canada. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Thank you very much, Karen. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Now, I'm trying not to say good morning. I may slip, but it's good evening here. And so I wanted to do a live stream because I did not get everything done that I wanted to do. And I hope that Grandma Kelly is still here because I'd like to show what she sent here. Ron Darrell is here. Hello, Ron. Thanks for joining us. My gosh, we have 24 in the house. Thank you guys very much. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. We have Fit for Expedition here. Hello, Greg. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Another great channel, Fit for Expedition Fun Seekers, does a lot of videos on exploring around Arizona, California, and beyond. So check out his channel. See who else we have here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. If I did, let me know. Hiking with Mike. Going to be cold in Florida this coming week. We'll have a day or two in the 30s this weekend. That's cold for Florida. Speaking of weather, my okay, I'm getting frozen again, but we can hear you. Not sure what's happening, but we'll press on. If it gets too bad, let me know. I'm running on Wi-Fi. I'm not directly plugged in. And then I'm watching, I can see it over here. It's frozen, isn't it? So let me do a little checking here. That's interesting. I don't know what's going on here. Something must be updating. Let me see if I have anything else open that might be causing issues here. Give me just a second. QuickTime Player. Let me close that. See if that helps. Catching up here. Hopefully you're moving now, huh? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Let me let me see if I can. Give me just a second, please. And I'm going to disconnect my remote drives and unplug them. Maybe I can plug right into see. Give me a second. So anyway, I had an issue with the well yesterday. We have a well on our property, and so my neighbor ran out of water. I'm reaching over here. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to plug in directly, see if I can fix this intermittent issue here. So I'm direct plugged in here. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, usually there's no problem with my lives. I'm not sure what's going on, but hopefully that's better now. I'm plugged in directly to the router here. Greg says he's working on the truck right now, trying to get it ready for hitting the road tomorrow. I will be listening. Cool. Now, Greg is moving towards being a full-time nomad. He's got a box truck that he's building right now. And you know how those projects are, they never quite finish. You're always modifying them and changing them. So yeah, it's going to be cold here tonight. Let me check. Hey Siri, what's the weather tomorrow?
Expect some clear skies tomorrow. Daytime temperatures will hover around 64 degrees, with overnight lows around 34 degrees.
34 tonight, almost freezing. Wow, that's cold for us. Ron says Thursday 12 degrees, 45-mile-per-hour winds, chill factor -40. My sisters up in northeastern Iowa said that they've got -25 wind chills coming up. All right, thanks, appreciate it. Okay, and back. All right, nice and clear. Thank you, Felix. Appreciate that. Much better, working good. Okay. Wow. So I usually will run on the Wi-Fi and it usually runs pretty good, but much better, much better. Okay, we have dirt clod metal detecting. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Lillian says overnight low is going to be 31. It's not too bad. Yeah, very unusual temperatures. And yeah, we don't like the cold here. That's kind of why I'm wearing this hat. All right. So anyway, uh, my neighbor Karen had an issue with her water. Turned out that she had an irrigation leak on her property and pumped out, 2,500 gallons of water. She was completely out of water from her tank. So we shut our water off, got her water restored, figured out what the problem was, shut off, took care of the leak, and now we're slowly filling her tank up. so that she has water again. I got her water back on this morning, so it's going to take 3 or 4 days to get her tank filled up, and then we'll be back to normal. So that was my day yesterday and today. All right, we have H. Shalom here. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we got it back on, but it was a challenge for sure. Okay, so let's get to Grandma Kelly does a coffee chat in the mornings. And when you put in hashtag coffee, and I hope she's here in the chat, you put in hashtag coffee, she will do a drawing at the end of her live, and then she'll send you a little package here. And she's in Washington. So let's open this up and see what's inside. Haven't opened it yet. I wanted to wait until Grandma Kelly was around so that she could see this. But again, she's a great supporter. She helps a lot of channels and she shares things. Oh, wow, you can't see that. That's her her channel name. It's a keychain. Let me see if I put that here. Still shows up because of the green screen. And then she shares other people's channel goodies. A lot of stickers in here. Let's see what we have. Wow, she's loaded me up with channel stickers. So there's Finding History here. We have Chef V Prospecting. She has a lot of prospecting and magnet fishing channels. Diggin' Florida. That's a cool sticker. Blistering Barnacles Magnus, which is a subscriber on my channel. Another great channel. We have Tossing for Treasure. That's interesting. That's a magnet fishing channel. Let's see if you could see that. Tossing for Treasure. Oh, Gramps is Grumpy. That's an interesting channel. See who else we have. Can Do Veteran. I like that. I'm a veteran myself. Some really cool Can Do Veteran. That's neat. Some more Grandma Kelly stickers. She's got all kinds of those in here. And then here's another one here. In God We Trust. Oh, this looks like a penny. Hard to see with the blue screen. That's a cool looking sticker. And let's see here. In God We Trust. Warrior, Survivor, Judy's Junk. That's cool. That's like a poker chip. So anyway, thanks Grandma Kelly for the goodies there. Appreciate it very much. And enjoy the fact that you're a subscriber and a channel member, and always appreciate your support. She helps a lot of people. She gives, she's Grandma Kelly, right? Our grandmas give us advice sometimes, and sometimes we don't always want to hear it. So one of her subjects, excuse me, yesterday was, so we have, we have Christmas coming up, and how many of us are really going into debt to buy gifts for our friends and our family? Not really a good idea. I know when I was younger and you did everything that you could to get your kids, into a nice Christmas. Oh, there's Mo Bang for your bucks. That's a sticker hole. Hey, Tim, thank you, buddy, for coming in. Yeah, that's a good sticker hole. And so you do the best that you can to give your family and your kids a nice Christmas, but she always, she has a lot of young folks, young YouTubers in her chat, and she reminds them that you don't have to go into deep financial, ruin basically to give your kids a Christmas. So There's Ann J. Hello, Ann. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. So, Ann, we're just talking about mail call here, and I got a nice package from Grandma Kelly, and I shared that. So, thanks for coming in. And then I have one more here that I actually ordered, and this is a mug. So it came in today. It's got Fragile on it. It's a mug, white mug, and let's check it out. Here it is, nice packaging. It showed up in good shape. And check this out. That's Roy and Becky's Travels. And I bought this. They supported a fundraiser for Kenny. Kenny's Kingsport Project, Fordman, also known as Kenneth Oaks. So if you know Kenny, he and Papa had some problems. Papa had health issues and went into the hospital. And so Kenny needed some help with their house, and a lot of folks got together, donated money. And this was my part, along with a monetary donation. I bought one of these really cool cups. And any of these cups from Roy and Becky's Travels you can buy. They're a good quality cup, really cool. And I'm glad I was able to support. And this is a good remembrance for the effort. A lot of folks went down there and helped him get the place cleaned up there. And thanks. I appreciate that. It is a nice mug, and I think I'm going to put that in the RV, and I'll be sipping coffee with it. Oh, there's Fairy Dust. Bernae, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Alice Wonderland. Hello. Thank you very much. We have 25 folks in the house here. Now it's 6:41. I saw that Dream on Wheels is live here at 7:15. So I set my live at 6:15 so we wouldn't bump into them. So be sure to stop by and check out. They're live at 7:15 Arizona time, so it'll be about a half hour from now. Everybody's saying hello. Camp maintenance guy is here. Hello. Thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate it. Christina is here from the Dyson's Crazy Adventure. Thank you, Christina, for coming in. Always bought year-round, starting with after Christmas sales, and that's a good way to do it. When my wife and I were struggling for money, that's what we did. We actually started buying, and we still do that for the kids. We'll start buying for our grandkids, in the summertime when we see good deals, and we'll collect things through the year, and it makes it a lot easier so you don't have to go into debt. We have Ava Potterfield and friends here. Hello, Ava. Thank you for joining us. Another great channel. I like to watch Ava Potterfield and friends. They do interesting music on Friday nights, especially Thursday and Friday nights. And then Ava does a Monday morning coffee chat, which is always fun to participate in. So on Monday mornings, we have Ava starts the day off. It's, I think, 7 o'clock Arizona time. Then we have Grandma Kelly comes on at 8 Arizona time. Then I come on at 9, and then Ron Darrow at 10. And then we have Roy and Becky's Travels that comes on at 11 o'clock Arizona time. So we fill our Monday morning up pretty well. Sip a little tea here. Green tea, it's good and healthy for you, especially on a cool night. So let's catch up here. I'm cheap sometimes, she says. So when we were up in Quartzsite, it was pretty cold up there. We were in the RV, but RVs aren't made like houses. And so I decided we needed a little bit of extra heat so we didn't burn up our propane in our RV. Oh, yeah, apple cider. That's good stuff. Hot apple cider. And so I bought this and it came in yesterday. You guys know what this is? This is actually a buddy heater. It's a propane heater, uses these little 1-pound tanks. So I've been testing this for extra heat. And it's nice because you can use it indoors. It's safe. If you tip it over, it shuts off. And I actually tested that. And I'll be doing a video on this Mr. Buddy heater. Let me show you here. I really like it. It puts out a lot of heat. This one goes up to, I think, 8,000 BTUs on high. And you can put an adapter with one of the big 20-pound bottles, which is what Roy does. So I ordered an adapter, and I think when we're camping, you can use this inside of a tent. You can use it inside of a clam, inside your RV. I'm not so sure I would use it inside a vehicle, like a small vehicle, because it does get hot, especially up here above. So a smaller heater might be better for a small space like that. Oh, Paula's got one of those too. Okay, that's good. You like it, Paula? Yeah, I'll bet that works great in your ambulance. Oh, CRView is here. Hello, CRView. Howdy, howdy. Hope you guys are doing well up there. And there's Danny D. Hello, Danny. Thank you very much for joining us. So yeah, I think connecting it to a big bottle, because these small bottles only run a couple hours on high. I do have a way to refill the small bottles off the large tank, but they still only last a couple hours. You check the chat here. Everybody's saying hello. Lillian's checking on Brene. How she's doing tonight. Good to see you, Brene. Thanks for coming in. There's Grandma Kelly back. Grandma Kelly, did you see all the goodies that I shared from your package here? I got quite a haul here. A lot of good stickers and really cool stuff from your channel. Grandma Kelly, I'm going to be putting your stickers on my RV. I have a special place for them. And so I'll share that with you. Saying hello. Can't remember when my buddy looks shiny. Still works though. And Roy has two of them. Roy and Becky's Travels. They have two of them, and he said one of them is 20 years old. So it sounds like a great investment, and it looks like it's going to work really well for us. So my backup is I have a diesel heater too. Okay, that's good to know, Paula. Yeah. And I've heard many people, including Paula, say that, of course, she lives up there in cold country in Canada. And when you're in cold country, you have to have a backup. So if Paula's diesel heater quits, she has a Mr. Buddy heater to back up, because that's warmth up there is life. You have to be very careful. All right, so Greg has one too like that. It's good. Yeah, for a small space, I think the smaller one, they have a smaller version. This is the middle version. They have a smaller version that would be better for like a van, and they are safe. You still have to crack a window. This one also has the capability of shutting off if the oxygen level gets too low. I don't know if that means that you're already passed out or what, but I always open a window up when we're using this. Did you have one too, Marshall? Is it safe to refill the green bottles? It is, yeah. As a matter of fact, there's an adapter that you can buy, and the instructions on the adapter, you put the adapter on the white large tank, you put your green bottle on it, you flip the white tank, the 20-pound tank upside down, you open the valve up, and then it flows into the green tank. And so it equalizes pressure. So there's no way that you can overpressure the green bottle. And you end up with about half of the green bottle filled up. It doesn't fill it all the way. But those green bottles are expensive. I think I saw on Amazon, 3 of them were like $35. So being able to fill them or run them from a 20-pound, one of those large white tanks, would be much better. All right, so you have a small buddy. We usually get 4 hours on high and around 6 on low using the small canisters. Okay, that's good to know. Now, Happy Place Camping has a a camp trailer they converted, and we got a chance to see it in Quartzsite. Geez, I guess it was 3 years ago, Felix, when you guys were down here. And that's perfect. Nope, sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, Grandma Kelly, I showed off your package that you sent, and see our reviews saying hello, and I appreciate you sending those to me very much. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Fairy Dust is under the weather right now. Hope you feel better soon, Bernay. Backup is my butane stove. I will hear you in my van in I'll heat up my van in 3 minutes. Yeah, I'll bet that works well. And, once you're warmed up and you get underneath the blankets, you're usually good to go. Usually good to go for the evening. Yeah, it's not easy. Alice Wonderland says we have a small one for our tent and for backup heat if the power goes out. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. That's a great backup for your house also if the power goes out. Yeah, butane stove for sure. And you use that to cook with and to warm your vehicle with. So that's, when you're doing van life like Mo Bang for Your Bucks is, having an item do double duty is good planning right there. All right, we just bought that adapter, but I haven't been able to try it out yet. Yeah, it works, Greg, but you have to flip that 20-pounder upside down. And then I talked to Badge. He actually called me yesterday, and he said you put that bottle in the freezer, so you're cooling that green bottle down. He said when you was it before or after? He suggested releasing the pressure on the green bottle with a needle nose pliers, and it fills up fuller. But anyway, the adapter has the instructions on it on how to do it, and it works pretty good. Yeah, they have gone way up for sure. That's what we're getting on the small tanks too. Yeah. Put the green bottles in the freezer before filling. They will fill closer to full. And I I tested that today on a couple. Okay, Tim is saying, yeah, like $10 per bottle. So I can see why you wouldn't just turn one on and leave it. You would warm your vehicle up or your tent and then shut it off. Yeah, good tip. So last time I checked, they were number 1 and number 2 for $12, but that's been a month. So I guess they're a little more expensive. Yeah, Q21, that's right. So still checking heaters. Our Oregon boys, Troy and Kristen, mentioned the Coke-Home Wave 3. Oh, I did see the Wave 3. It saves propane, but works fantastic. Yeah, I did see the Wave 3, but it's kind of expensive. Gee whiz, I saw one of them for $400. This was $74 on Amazon. Shalom says, I still have a 40-plus-year-old white gas Coleman heater. Cover is over the light. They work well too. Yeah, I remember those Coleman heaters. In fact, I had one for many years, and we still have a Coleman white gas stove in the shed, and green tea with honey tonight. There you go. We got a heat-powered fan to put on the grate of the Buddy to help circulate heat. Haven't tried it yet, but it should help. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, because there's no fan in this Buddy heater. It just puts out, around it and definitely on top. Yeah, we visit those Asian stores too. The small stove heater for the minivan myself, yeah. Felix says we use ours as a heat backup in the house during power loss. Might be in the next couple days too. Yeah. Yeah, I heard there's some tough weather headed you guys' way. Yeah, that's where the little butane stoves are sold at the Asian stores. I know when we were in Okinawa, Japan, my in-laws had them, and we cooked with them all the time. Bad storms are coming. So, Alice Wonderland, where are you at? My sister in northeastern Iowa said they had a storm coming and they were supposed to get negative 25 Fahrenheit wind chill. Coming up at 15 past the hour, it's Dream on Wheels. Thanks, Diane. Dream on Wheels is coming up, and always a fun live stream to attend. And make sure you let them know that Desert Adventures in Arizona sent you over there. Minnesota, Step Van Dan is here. Hey, Dan, up in Minnesota. I'll bet it's cold up there. Dan, are you going to see that storm that's heading that direction? Uh-oh, I didn't do that. Tim, what did you do, Tim? Yeah, the heat rises in the cargo and I roast. Yeah. Yeah, that fan may help with that for sure. Oh, Tim did a oopsie. There's Beleza Chubby, a channel member. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Appreciate it. Tim must be on his phone. I must have dozed off and the finger pushed something. No worries, no worries. Hopefully we got it undone, Tim. It happens, Tim, no problem. No problem, Diane says. So Melonomadic Adventures is in Kentucky. We'll be dropping 40 degrees on Thursday, Burr. So Melonomadic Adventures, and my friend Marshall has a great blog, mellonomadicadventures.com. If for anybody that's interested in learning more about nomadic life, there's information on there on how to transition to nomadic life, how to set up your van. He has a great van, and I hope to do an update with Marshall out here at our meetup in February. I'd like to do an update tour of his van because he's made some improvements. And he's one of the best out there as far as van builds. I really like his build. Ava says we have a bad storm coming. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday will be horrible. Wow. Okay, so Alice is in Minnesota. Okay. So, Ava, you guys stay safe up there. Lillian's going to take off. Thanks for stopping in, Lillian. And we will see you later. 32 below Thursday night into Friday morning. Wow. That's cold. I remember when we lived in Nebraska, we lived in Omaha, Nebraska for 3 years and up in New Hampshire for a year, and not not doing that anymore. There's Gracie and Jack. Hello, hello. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Tim fell asleep because he had food coma. Merry Christmas, Gracie. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much. Fairy Dust is saying, stay warm, everyone. Oh, yeah, Minnesota's horrible cold. 15 on Thursday, -3. Wow, in Kentucky? Well, Marshall, you know where to find that warm weather, buddy. I think we were 61 for a high today, which is pretty nice. But we're still, in the 30s, high 30s. Sometimes we get down to freezing. Okay, so Johnny's also live. All right, that's good to know. So we have Johnny live too. Another great channel. She does van builds, Midwest van builds. She has a great channel and she does interesting content as well. Johnny's Journeys. So I have a 12-volt heated blanket I use when going to sleep. And then it's just a thick sleeping bag and blankets. I looked at that. Amazon has those 12-volt and they run for about 4 hours on a timer. That would be a good for van life for sure. Again, Marshall knows that stuff, so anyone who's looking for information. Okay, so Gracie says Johnny will be live at the top of the hour. All right, so she's probably live now. So I want to run this a few more minutes. So Dan says a wee bit chilly tonight. I'll bet. So he says -7 here in Minnesota. Wow. So Dan, how do you stay warm? I was telling everybody I just bought this Buddy heater and I'm going to use it in the RV as a backup heat to reduce propane consumption. This is one of those 8,000. I think it's like a 6,000, 8,000 high and low. And I'm testing it out and it seems to be working pretty good. Okay, so he says he has a wood stove in my van. Okay, that's a good way to stay warm. You can pick up wood anywhere. Big winter storm coming through. Did I see Badge come in here? Where is he? Where are you, Badge? Where are you? There he is. Hey, Badge. I did some testing on those small 1-pound bottles today, and working pretty good. Working pretty good. Good to see you, Badge. Thanks. Badge actually came down to Quartzsite to meet Oki and I. We had a really nice visit with him. It was great to meet him face to face. You know, I've been on live streams with him, on panels with him a few times, but there's nothing like sitting in a campground and talking and meeting each other. That's a good question. Has anyone ever done a wood stove in a minivan? Maybe a really small wood stove. Oops, chat jumped on me. I'm trying to catch Ann here. It's going to be 19 degrees at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Frozen stuff all day tomorrow. So Ann J. Sunday Drives, I just watched one of her videos yesterday. They were in one of the parks up there doing a drive-through, and I'm lost the name of the park, but it's the big one up in Wyoming. A really where all the geysers are. That was a great video. I enjoyed watching that. Wonder, yeah, that would be interesting. We have an enclosed diesel heater that just needs to be vented. Yeah, those diesel heaters, that's the way to go for sure. Pictures are on my page, channel so scary. Wow. Yeah, I think that is a good idea. You'd have to be careful, but you have it. Yeah, appreciate your help, Badge. Always appreciate it. Something hit the back porch. I missed something there, Alice. Something hit the back porch in Alice's place. There's Alice's channel. Tim says, I would do a wood stove in a minivan. Wood pellets. Yeah. That would be a great way to do it because you can carry wood pellets in a bag. There's Alice's channel. I have to go check that out. Oh, okay. So Alice had a large branch from a storm that hit her house there. I want to get in a hot tent. Vans are too claustrophobic for me. Yeah, and they have some nice tents now. You can stay perfectly comfortable in a tent with a cot. Hit the back porch. It was so loud. Wow, I bet. That's scary stuff. Something hits the house. Ah, do I see G here? There's RVing with G. Got to meet G also up there in Quartzsite, camped next to him. So it's always great to meet people face to face. RVing with G. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Saying hello. G-Man. Everybody's saying hello to G. Oh, okay. So Tracy says, I've seen wood stoves in vans. Now, Badge did some had a wood stove at his place up in Canada. He actually had a little shelter built around his trailer, and he had a wood stove outside the trailer, but inside the shelter. And I always enjoyed seeing him use that. All right, we have a raid in 6 minutes for Dream on Wheels. So yeah, Tracy saw one in a minivan once. That's good. All right, I'm going to throw a video up here real quick. I checked the game camera when we got home, and it had this cute video here that I wanted to share with you. Did you see that? There were 2 javelina with a baby, and the one javelina was rubbing on the other one's butt, and the baby was underneath. I'm going to play it one more time. Isn't that cute? That was so cute. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I have one more here I want to show you from the game camera. Here it goes. No butchering. No, we don't butcher them at all. I used to hunt them when I was a kid, but I don't hunt anymore. And that's our game camera. that I bought, and I set it up on video record. Anyway, that's what we captured, and it's really interesting. Yeah, we keep water out there, and we haven't had any deer come in recently, but generally we get deer. And like I said, that's a water hole that we keep there. And it's especially important in the summertime when we haven't had much rain. So, okay, we're coming up on 59 minutes. So don't forget to stop over at Johnny's Journey and Dream on Wheels and let them know that Desert Adventures in Arizona sent you. I'm going to run my outro, and we will see you. Let me find it here. We will see you next time on Desert Adventures in Arizona. Thank you, everybody, for showing up tonight. I appreciate it very much.